We're in the final week of the Focus for Growth Leadership Development Challenge. This week we look at the final competency area of leadership, and that competency area is performance. Now, many leaders start with performance. How do I get my team and the organisation to perform at the highest level possible? It's absolutely the right question, but perhaps starting there isn't quite the best area. We've already covered the previous 5 components. The vision. How do we set a compelling vision for the organisation that takes us somewhere that's absolutely astronomical for the future? Mission or purpose, connecting with why we do the work we do. Values, setting standards, principles and behaviour expectations. Then we covered connection. How does the leader connect with the team so they feel valued? Then we looked at development. How do we grow and develop to be the best possible versions of ourselves and contribute the most to the business? Now we're ready to tap into people's performance. So the 6th and final area is performance. And there's lots of things you could do to manage performance, but you should be inspiring the highest performance possible from your teams. And you do that in a number of ways. Now we'll talk about that in the wider development model, but today let's just check in with the fundamentals of performance. First and foremost, one of the highest engagement indicators in an organization is clarity of expectations. I am clear what's expected of me within my role by my line manager or the leader. And if you have not got clear expectations with your team members about what they should be looking to deliver throughout the course of every week, throughout the course of every month, every quarter, which of course builds towards the annual performance for that person, then you're missing an incredible opportunity. Sitting down with people, discussing what their expectations, goals and objectives should be for a year, and then checking in with them on a regular basis to say, how are you performing? What support do you need? How do we take it to the next level? Is absolutely critical to that person's performance. And it will help you as a leader to really help them elevate their performance. Then another thing that is really important for people, you've got the clear expectations, which are the activities and the behaviours that they will be driving throughout the course of a year. Then helping them prioritise, because as we know, the world is full of noise. Email comes at us, social media is coming at us, client requests and responses. In large organisations, there's a constant stream of requests for activities. So how do you help your team to prioritise and stay on track? And a lot of that is around helping them with key productivity principles, helping to hold them to deadlines and to accountability. And then as a leader, how well are you communicating your expectations of your people and communicating how well you are performing as a team? So helping your team to elevate their performance when they feel part of something bigger, reconnecting with the vision, reconnecting with the mission, and holding people accountable to the values that we talked about earlier is all part of how you help manage performance and elevate and inspire greater performance from your teams on an ongoing basis. This is not a one-time effect or impact, it's an ongoing process of performance management. And then recognition and reward. What are you doing for your teams to recognize good performance and reward it? That doesn't have to be prizes or monetary reward, but rewards in terms of giving people the recognition and the platform they want and deserve, maybe treating them to a special event or something that you do with them personally as a leader to recognize and reward that positive contribution to your business. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it does have to be personal and meaningful to you, to them and the business. And then finally, as a leader, one of the toughest questions you can ask yourself is, are you a high performer? Are you delivering and demonstrating what you're looking for from your teams in every area of leadership? And the reason that's a tough question to ask is because we aren't always fully performing at the highest level possible. And unless you've got someone holding you accountable, whether that's a coach, a mentor, or a senior leader yourself, But if you're a business owner or you're in a senior leadership position, you will know by now that the number of reviews and performance check-ins you have reduced dramatically the higher up the leadership hierarchy you travel. And having a coach or someone to just check in with you, give you a renewed perspective on your own performance and the impact that has on the performance of your teams is absolutely critical. So if you haven't got somebody you're working with that's holding you to account, elevating and inspiring your performance, then look at how you can make that happen. And I'd be very happy to support or help you with that, or one of my team would. But so now think about the challenge this week then. Always two components to our challenge. The challenge this week is twofold. Take some time to look at whether or not you're being clear with your teams about the performance expectations you have. Are they documented? And are you checking in with them on a regular basis to make sure they're meeting them and helping them with any support they need to lift their performance and up their game? Secondly, is consider your own performance. Are you performing at the level that you should be? Are you setting the kind of example your team deserves? And are you really being true to yourself and the business in terms of your own performance? And who holds you accountable for that? So they're the two challenges for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this part of the leadership model. Absolutely critical. As I said at the start of this video, we don't cover performance until the other building blocks are in place, because otherwise you won't get people's true commitment, engagement and motivation to make that leap in performance. We're now ready. Having the other 5 building blocks in place, performance now will accelerate through this kind of model. So I look forward to hearing your comments on this video and tracking progress throughout the week. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on performance, how you manage performance of your teams, how you elevate the performance of yourself as a leader. And then let's check in at the end of the week as we have done. And next week, we're going to do a recap on all 6 areas and look at which of those needs the greatest attention and focus for your business and for you as a leader. So have a fantastic week, and I look forward to checking in with you on Friday.